Dear students, in this video we will learn to find quartiles, deciles and percentiles. Okay, just we have to understand the meaning of what are these terms, and the formula is very similar to the formula of the median. The formulas are similar to the formula of the median. Now here you see what is the meaning of quartiles. See, some number of data are given and quartiles, see, these are the some numbers are given. Quartiles, say quartiles are, there are three quartiles, Q1, Q2 and Q3. So these three these three quartiles are dividing the range of observations in four parts. This 1, 2, 3, 4. So that almost these are all are equal number of observations in each part. So these quartiles are dividing our all the observations in four groups. Okay, and each part will have equal number of observations. When we talk about deciles, so deciles we have from same way deciles, these are dividing the range of the data D1, D2, D3 and up to D9. So how many parts it is dividing? It is dividing into 1, 2, 3 and up to 10 parts. Three numbers are dividing the whole thing in four parts. So when we have 9 quartiles, that will divide the range of the observations in 10 parts. So how many parts? See, percentiles. When we talk about percentiles, you will get P1, P2 up to P99. So these 99 points, these 99 numbers are dividing the whole range of the observation into 100 parts. This is 4 parts, this is 10 parts, and percentiles are dividing into 100 parts. Okay, now in this section we will learn how to find these quartiles, how to calculate these deciles and percentiles. Okay, now this if you say what about the median? What median was doing? We were finding the middlemost number. So in median, that median is dividing the whole data, whole observation in two parts. And that middlemost number is dividing the whole range of observation in two parts. Okay, so quartiles are dividing in 4 parts, deciles are dividing in 10 parts, and percentiles are dividing in 100 parts. Now how to find these quartiles and deciles and percentiles? So first let us take quartiles. So quartiles Q1, Q2 and Q3. So Q1, Q2 and Q3. This Q1, first one is known as the first quartile. This Q1 is known as the first quartile or lower quartile. Q2 is nothing else but median only. Q2 is, you can say, second quartile also. Second quartile and median are same. Second quartile. And this is third quartile. Q3. This can also be known as upper quartile. This is also known as upper quartile. Clear? Lower quartile, median and upper quartile. The difference of Q1 and Q3. Q3 minus Q1. This will give us interquartile range. Interquartile range. Okay, now to find the quartiles, the formula is exactly similar to the median. Now first thing we have to understand Q1, Q2, Q3 are dividing the range in 4 parts. So for that, when we have to find out Q1, first you calculate n by 4. This n by 4 you see in the cumulative frequency, that group frequency table. You find the cumulative frequency, check this n by 4. That class will be the first quartile class. That class will be the first quartile class. And after getting the first quartile class, our Q1 is equal to the same way. L is the lower limit of the quartile class, plus this n by 4 what we calculated, minus C is the cumulative frequency of the previous class, F is the frequency of the quartile class, lower quartile class, into I. Okay, so Q1. When we take this as n by 2 or 2n by 4, actually when we talk about Q2, Q2 is same as median, so there is no need of learning Q2, that is same as median. Then if you talk about upper quartile, that will be, first you find out, for Q3 you calculate 3n by 4. This is the upper part, 3 times n by 4, and 1 time n by 4, then 2 times n by 4 is Q2, and 3 times n by 4 is Q3. After getting this in the cumulative frequency, find out that upper quartile class, and then you find Q3 is L is the lower limit of the upper quartile class. Then in place of n by 4, 3n by 4. This is the only difference. Rest things remain same. This is the cumulative frequency of the previous class, then the just before the upper quartile class upon F into I. Okay, so you can, from the given observation, you can find these very easily. From the given observations you can find L, N, C, F, I, and substitute these values to get the quartiles. Okay, I'll take one example to find the quartiles. Okay, we'll find out Q1 and Q3. Q2 is same as median. So I'll take one example and then I'll show you how to find the Q1 and Q3, and with the help of Q1 and Q3 you can find the interquartile range also. So let us take the example. Say class is given as, I'm taking small data only, frequencies, say I'm taking from 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and 40 to say 50. And frequencies are say 15, 22, 29, then 20 and 44. Sorry, 14. So add these and see what is the number. 5 plus 2, 7 plus 9, 16 plus 4, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 100 observation. Sorry. So we'll find out the cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency of this observation is, this given data is, first class 15 only, then 15 plus 22 is 37, 37 plus 29 is 66, 66 plus 20 is 86, plus 14 is 100. Now we need to find the Q1. For Q1, calculate what is n by 4. This is n is 100. So n by 4 means 100 by 4, that is 25. So with the help of this 25, you just check in the cumulative frequency where this 25 is covered. This is 15 is less than 25, 37 is more than 25, so this is the required class. So this is Q1 class. So from this class only we will find out lower limit. See, in this formula L, lower limit here is 10 plus n by 4. N by 4 is 25 minus cumulative frequency of the previous class is 15 upon frequency of the same class is 22 into I. What is this class size? Is 10. This you simplify, you will get the first quartile. 10 plus, actually what we are trying to find out, the quartile, this Q1 lies somewhere between 10 and 20. Somewhere between 10 and 20. So this calculation will give us that approximately that number. So it is 10 by 22 into 10. So I will do this calculation with the help of the calculator. Okay, so you can also try, it is 100 by 22. So 100 by 22 plus 10. So I am doing the calculation with the help of calculator. 100 divided by 22, and whatever we get, we add 10 plus 10. So it is 14.54545454. So I am writing it rounding off up to 2 decimal places. So we get 14.55. This is our first quartile. Now to find the second quartile, what we do? Second quartile, same thing, only one difference. What is the difference? For second quartile, in place of n by 4, we'll take, the third quartile, we take 3n by 4. Instead of n by 4, we take 3n by 4. So that will give you 300 by 4. That is equal to 75. Now in our cumulative frequency, find out 75. Where 75 will lie? So here, this one. After 66, it is 86. So 75 is covered in this. This is our Q3 class. Third quartile class. Or you can say upper quartile class. So in this, again you substitute those values from here. So lower limit here is 30 plus 3n by 4 is 75 minus, what is the cumulative frequency of the previous class? Previous class, it is 66 divided by the frequency of the same class, 20, into the class size, that is 10. So this you simplify. So you get 30 plus 75 minus 66 means it is 9, isn't it? 9 into 10, 90 by 20. So if you divide it, you will get 30 plus 4.5. So you get 34.5 in this. So our quartile will be from here only, the number between 30 to 40. This is the frequency, this is the cumulative frequency. So our quartile will be somewhere between the quartile class which we are taking, in between that. Okay, is that clear? Understood? So Q3 is this. Now what is interquartile range for this? Interquartile range. So Q3 minus Q1. Q3 is 34.5 minus 14.55. So if you subtract it, you will get, okay, I am doing it with the help of the calculator. You can also try. So you get 34.5 minus 14.55, 14.55. So 19.95. Got it? Interquartile range. Same way, if any data is given, how to find the deciles and the percentiles. So what is changing for deciles? What for deciles and percentiles, this thing is changing. Okay, and for deciles what we do, for percentile what we do, that if you understand the difference, rest everything you can. So now I'll give you the idea about the deciles. So for deciles, when we find from D1, D2 up to D9, these are the 9 deciles. So to find D1, What we calculate? We calculate n by 10. So when you have to find out D2, that time you will calculate this one will, instead of n by 10 will take 2n by 10, है ना? So whatever, so first you will find this, and then this will help us to find that particular decile class, and then you write the formula, lower limit, cumulative frequency, everything you can see from that, and then you put. So up to D9 you will take 9n by 10. Okay. Now say for example I want to find any particular decile, say D. In general, if I write dr, say dr, so what we have to find out for dr, you have to first calculate rn by 10, and then that will help us to decide the decile class, rth decile class, and in the formula you will write dr is equal to L plus Rn by 10 minus C upon frequency into I. This only will change, R will change. Suppose you are asked to find third decile or seventh decile, so this will change, and that will also help us to find the different classes. Then you calculate this. So for example, I'm taking one data, class and frequency. Okay, say class I'm taking as say from 20 to 25, 25 to 30, so 35 to 40, 40 to 45, and say last one is 45 to 50. So let us write the frequencies for these. So this time I'm taking small frequencies, 2, 7, 11, 13, okay, 20, and then how much I'll take now? 4 and 3. So you add and see what is the total. Total is 7 plus 2, 9, 10, 13, 13 plus 4, 17 plus 3, 20, 2, 3, 4. So sum is 40. So this 40, n is 40. Suppose we are finding third decile, D3. Okay. So, okay, first you calculate the cumulative frequency, 2 plus 7, 9 plus 11, 20 plus 13, 33 plus 4, 37 plus 3, 40. Got it? Now for D3, when we have to find D3, calculate 3 into 3n by 10, 3n by 10. So that is 3 into 40 by 10. So when you simplify this, you get 12. So where is 12 lying in this cumulative frequency? So this class. Okay. So lower limit is 30, C is 9, and F is 11, and class size is 5. So you write the formula and substitute these values. Okay. So here write the formula, D3 is equal to L plus 3n by 10 minus C upon F into I. So lower limit of this class, this is the D3 class. So lower limit is 30 plus 3n by 10. What is 3n by 10? 3n by 10 is 12. This we have already calculated. Minus C, cumulative frequency is 9, upon frequency of this class is 11, into I is 5. So just simplify and do the calculation. 12 minus 9 is 3, 3 5 is 15, 15 by 11. So 30 plus Now what is 15 by 11? 15 by 11 is 1.3636, so 1.36. Okay, 30 plus this is 31.36. This is the third decile. Suppose you want to find D7, seventh decile. So in place of 3, you will take 7. In place of 3, you will take 7, 7n by 10, and then you do calculate, and then that there will be somewhere here. Find that class and calculate in the same way. Clear? Now exactly the same concept for the percentiles also. Okay, I'm rubbing this. Now for percentile, same way, any percentile, say you want to find say PR, RS percentile. So what we calculate? Rn by 100. For the percentile we divide by 100. For quartiles we divide by 4. For deciles we divide by 10. That is the only thing. So once you calculate this number will see in the cumulative frequency, and then to find the PR, L plus Rn by 100 minus C upon F into I. Substitute the values and then find it. So I'm showing one example of this type also. One example of percentiles. Okay. So one example of percentiles, I'm writing class and then frequency. So class is say 0 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 12, 12 to 16, and then 16 to 20. 2, 4, 8, 7, so how it is 10, 21, 4. Now find the cumulative frequency first. So what is the total number? N. N is 10, 21, or for 25. N is 25. Okay, and cumulative frequency. So 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 8, 14, 14 plus 7, 21 plus 4, 25. Now suppose we want to find P15, 15th percentile. So for this what we do? 15 into n by 100. N is 15 n by 100. So that is equal to 15 into 25 by 100. So this gives us 4. 15 by 4 will be, okay. So do the calculation. 15 by 4, 3.75. So approximately 3.75 means you see 3.75 is covered in this only. Okay, most of the time you get the round figure number. Sometimes if you get decimal number also, don't worry, that number you see under which cumulative frequency it is covered. So this one. So our class, this is the P15 class, 15th percentile class. So lower limit is 4. Previous cumulative frequency is 2, and the frequency of the class is 4, and I is 4. So we will substitute that in this and then get the 15th percentile. So P15 is equal to L plus R, and R is here 15, 15n by 100 upon minus C upon frequency into I. So lower limit here is 4 plus this value is 3.75 minus the cumulative frequency of the previous class is 2 upon the frequency of the same class is 4, and size of the class is also 4. So this 4 and 4 cancels. 4 plus 1.75. So that will give you 5.75. So this is the 15th percentile. Okay, so all these are same. Whatever is to be calculated, you just see quartiles. You have to, this will be 4, and for deciles it will be 10, and for percentiles it will be 100. And which percentile, which quartile, which decile we are calculating, that number we write in the numerator, and do the same process for all of these. Okay, thank you very much.